Insouciant long pigs at his eyes. Sam of SG1 coming at you for another Transformers transformation review thingy. Yes! And this time we're taking a look at Transformers Legacy United, Infernac Universe, Nucleus and Magenous. Yes, I thought I'd do these two together because they basically the same toy, but just slightly remoulded. So I thought I'd do them together. And I don't have Shard, but I do have Boulder Crash. So, yes. They look really good together, actually. I need to get Shard, so we'll just put him off to the side there. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at Nucleus and Magenous today. Yeah, they're really cool. Do you know what? When I first saw these guys, I was like, yeah, I'm not really bothered. You know, they don't do anything for me. And then In Demand have them on their website right now, not Spawn, but In Demand have them for $4.99 each. And I thought, you know, for that kind of price, fucking jumped on them. And actually, they're really fucking cool. They're really cool. So we'll take a look at Magenous first. Is it Magenous? I keep forgetting. Yes, Magenous. And he's a nice rocky armoured truck, I guess. He's pretty cool. He's got some really nice moulded detail in there. I mean, these are retools of each other, but the moulded detail, they've just remoulded almost practically everything, which is really cool. And let's zoom this in, get a closer look. I love the way they've moulded it there. It looks like different types of rock all melted together. Then you've got the armoured plated windows there. And it just looks really fucking good. You've got the grille inside there. You've got the bumper there. You've got these wheels, just standard wheels there. But yeah, it's just a really nice thing. Even the top, it's got like, you know... Now, I never knew what this Infernac Universe means. Infernac, however you want to pronounce it. It seems to be a amalgamation of different ideas, like rock lords, and you know, there's rock creatures from Inhumanoids, and you know, Stone Dart and Rock-On from Masters of the Universe as well. So there's a lot of different sort of rocky elements all thrown in together. And that's no bad thing, but it's just like I said. I'm so glad I got these guys now, because I was gonna pass on them, but for fucking £5, I can't argue. And he rolls reasonably well, not amazing, but you know, he's a rock with wheels, you know. So let's transform him to robot mode. Oh, but first of all, you've got a number of options with this. You can so this is his weapon. Basically, it's a club or a gun. Or a bow and arrow even. Excuse me. So what you can do is you can place it on the top there. You've got these two pegs there, and they just port into there like that. So he's like that. So it's pretty cool. Or you can take it off, and then you've got a port in the front there, and then you just peg it in, and then you've got this fucking huge battering ram, which is pretty cool. So you can take somebody's ankles out, which is really cool. You can't really twist it like that because it sort of pushes the front end up, but you know, you've got that option. And I suppose you could do that as well if you so chose, but again, it just wakes it up again. But you know, the options are cool. So let's have a closer look at his club. Just like done in, it says one there. It's just done in a nice big, you know, collection of like rocky club, basically. A kind of weapon you do not want to be hit with, you know what I mean? It's really cool, so we'll just put that there. And to transform it, so what do? We just take this bit off. Oh, parts forming, yes, these are what they call armorizers. I'll get into that later as well. So you just take that off, and we're left with this. So what we do, you come underneath, and then we just unpeg what will become the arms, which will just pegged in there. So just unpeg them out, and rotate them out like that. Straighten out his fist, like so. Straighten out his arm and his fist, like so. So there we are. So then what we do is we come to this section, obviously become his legs, and we just rotate this whole section around like that, and then we just split it, and we can see what I'm doing. You can just split it, like that. It's really tight actually. Then this bit will rotate underneath and become his foot, and same again for the other side. and you just get it positioned. There we go. So we come back to the top again. We rotate the head out like that. It's got a really cool head. We'll get onto that in a minute. We collapse the wheels in to make his chest. Then this is quite an interesting manoeuvre actually. So you got the arms there. And then what you do is you get the chest here, you push it in like that, and then you rotate this whole section round and in. That'll form the chest, and then his arms will snap into place. And there is Magenous in his robot mode. And he looks like an angry, rock man. Which is exactly what these guys are. It's really fucking cool, actually. I do like the colour scheme. I like the sort of slate grey with the darker grey in there as well. And just bits of black here and there. It's just a lovely thing. Yes, he's got gaps in his legs there, but you can do something about that. See these on his arm? You can disconnect these from his arm, he says. Ugh. Yeah, his arm does come off, but that's more for the gimmick. I'll show that off later. So let's take this one off as well. So what you got there is you've got a little port just there and a peg just there. And then you just peg that in like that. And that covers the gap up, which is quite a nice little thing. Or you can have it that way if you wanted to. So there's two ways of doing it, actually. Actually, I like it up the other way. So they just peg in there like that, which is a really nice thing. So it covers the gap up, and it makes him look a little bit, a little better. But I do love this guy. He's really fucking cool. You put this back on his chest like that. And there he is. He's pretty cool. So let's take a closer look at him first before we do the articulation. That head sculpt is just fantastic. I fucking love that head sculpt. You got the sort of asymmetrical head going on there. No light piping, unfortunately. But you can see where they were going to put it in, though. There's a big flat piece there, which is a bit of a shame. Nice piercing yellow eyes. And then a big black faceplate, which is really cool. Focus, there we go. I fucking love that. I love the piercing yellow eyes. Just breaks that up so well. It's really cool. So yeah, I've got to work on my vocabulary a touch, and pretty fucking cool, really cool, But I do like this guy. Like I said, I'm so glad I didn't pass in the end. But like I say, if you want these guys, in demand, have them for $4.99. So get on there. So in terms of articulation, he can rotate his head 360 degrees, but it's hindered by these collar sections here. Yes, he can only do about 180, about 200 degrees-ish. He can lift his head up and down a touch, but that's more for the transformation. He can rotate his arms 360 degrees at the shoulder, in and out, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist, but they're really tight on mine. He can rotate at the waist as well. He can kick his leg forward, kick his leg back, in and out, rotate at the knee, at the top of the knee, and he can bend at the knee. And he's got wiggly waggly at the foot, and he can move it up and down as well. So you can get some nice poses out of this guy. So we can arm him up as well. Excuse me, I've got a right frog in my throat today. So you can arm him up. So you can take the canopy of the cockpit, I guess, and you can place it under his arm as a shield, or you can hold it as a shield as well, which is quite nice. There you go. So you can hold it like that if you want. So you can, hold it like a shield, and then you've got his club, and you can put it under like that, so you can, go around clubbing people to death. Or you could have like a crossbow type thing, which looks pretty cool too. Or you can have it as a gun, just rotate that round and have it as a gun. So either way, it works. Oh, sorry, I had a big coughing fit there. So either way it works. I quite like the idea of a crossbow, shooting like hot bolts of magma or something, Or you can have it as a big fucking bludgeoning axe, a weapon that you don't really want somebody to hit you with. I said that earlier. But like I say, you don't have to have that there. If you don't want, you can put that back on his back, like so. And he's just a really nice little figure. I really do like it, and I love the rocky outcrop on his codpiece there, and just all this rocky outcrop. It's just so cool. It's just really cool. The only problem is though is his chest is a bit hollow, but you can't have everything, can you? But yeah, overall, it's a really cool little figure. I love the colour scheme as well. The different shades of grey and black and those piercing yellow eyes are just fantastic. So we'll just put you over there for now. And boom, here is Nucleus. Basically the same mould, but they've really retooled it. And he just looks fucking cool, actually. I love the colour scheme, these lighter greys, whites, and this gold here and there as well. Just adds something else to it. He's not quite transformed there. And he rolls. Actually, he rolls better than the other one, but still, not amazingly well. But it's still pretty cool. And I love this. I love these like boosters in the back there. You got these big thrusters, it's just, again, the colour scheme on this guy is just fantastic. I do love the different grill. You've got the front there. You got these like weird headlights kind of going on. It's just, I mean, like I said, the colour scheme is just amazing. There's gold, there's silver, there's light grey, there's white going in, and it's just a lovely thing. And I love, like I said, the gold accents are just fantastic. It's just a fantastic thing, really. Like I say, rocky boosters, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a very nice little thing. So we'll take him to robot mode. He's basically got the same transformation. So what you do is you just take off the cockpit first, and then you take these sections off. They'll become important in a moment. So what do? Same thing. We just come under here and we just pull out the arms like so. So I'll just get onto this real quick because you've just seen it. You just seen me do it with the other one. So we'll just rotate these down like that. Rotate. Oh, you can pull these off, but it'll come. Like I say, rotate them out like that, and we'll just put these back on. They're just held on by pegs. Again, part of the gimmick, but we'll get onto that in a moment. So, come on, get on there, you twat. There we go. Let's separate there. This one does not want to fit back on for some reason. There we go. So his legs are all done. Come to the front, pull out his head, pull these in, and then you rotate this whole section in between the arms there as well. Again, like so. Just get everything situated correctly, and then there he is in robot mode, and he's fucking cool as well. And I like him. Oh, there we go. That's what I've done wrong. There we go. And I like this guy as well. He's just as... Oh, wrong one. He's just as good as Magenous, but in a different way. I think I've done that wrong. Yeah, that's it. I've done it wrong. There we go. He's just so fucking cool. Like I said, the colour scheme on this guy is just absolutely fantastic. I love the white, the gold, the grey, the silver. Just works really, really well. It really does. And I love that head sculpt. That is just fantastic. You've got like it's almost like a Cylon looking at you, or a Geordie's visor from Star Trek Next Generation, and you've got a Mr. T mohawk going on there as well. Just fucking cool. I really do like that. And I love the piercing blue as well. It almost looks like you can shoot lasers from it as well, which is really cool. A bit like Scott Summers from X-Men. So you've got a lot of different references thrown in there. At least I see that anyway. But yeah, it's really cool. But you can do the same thing as you can on other one. Magenous. Nucleus Magenous. There we are. And then you just pull these out. Again, we'll put these the other way because it's a different guy. And these just fit on with these two pegs like last time. Like so. I mean, because these are what they call armorizers, you can mix and match the parts if you wanted to as well, but I'm not going to do that today because I'll be here all fucking day otherwise. But yeah, basically, that's him. Rotate them around, that's it. His arms around like so. Yeah, he's really cool. So in terms of articulation, exactly the same. His head will rotate about 100 degrees actually because of these parts on his head there. Arms, same as the other one, in and out, up and down, left and right, bend, the whole thing, waist, legs. You've just seen it on this guy. So basically the same. and that's no bad thing. I say you can take everything off as well, because like I say, these will come important later. So yes, it's very cool. Again, suffers from the hollow chest, but it's not a bad thing really. Once it's on a shelf, you ain't going to notice it, are you? So there we are. So again, like with Magenous there, Nucleus has his chest plate, and you can put that on his back as well. So you can, store that very nicely. And then he gets some weapons, yes. So you could have them as blasters if you wanted to. So you could have them like that. So you can dual wield some blasters there, which is pretty cool. That's a good look as well. Or you can put them together to make a rocky club with boosters in it, which is pretty cool. So you can hold that like that, and you could bash people to death, and then set them on fire as well, because that's what these guys do, and that's no bad thing at all. Yes. Hang on a minute. Let me just check something out. So I'm just checking something. So these are really cool. I really do dig these guys. They stand really well together. They really do. Now, if they did a couple, I think there is another version of this guy out there, and I forget his name, and he's one of the Starjammers. Is it Starjammers? Star Chasers. So to have another one of these guys would be amazing. So let's just bring in Boulder Crash as well, their other Infernac buddy. And do you know what? These look really good together. I don't have Shard, the helicopter one. I will be getting him at TF Nation though. But they look really cool together. If you just want a shelf for these guys, they will look great, on their own. But we're not talking about him today. We're talking about these two. Now, these are weaponizers, yes. Now, these do detach and become, armor for the larger box. So we'll get into that. So basically disassemble them. What I'll do is I'll just jump cut to them in with, armorized up. And boom. So basically you separate all the parts up and you can put them on a Voyager figure, I guess, and you can have them all armoured up. I mean, it's interchangeable, you can put them anywhere you like, but you are left with just this bit, unfortunately. But, it is what it is. I mean, you could... Oh, dropping it all over there. Yeah, I mean, you could have it however, which way you want. You could even mix and match parts. You could, even with... what fit in his hand, that, but it'll fit on the side there. I mean, you could. There's endless possibilities with these guys, and he does make him a little bit top heavy though, which is a bit weird. So it is what it is, isn't it? It's a cool little feature. I mean, I don't think I'd be using it much, but I mean, play options are good. So it's all good really. But that's the Armorizer gimmick. There we go. Now back to the robot modes. Now, should you get these guys? Yes, I heartily recommend these guys. Like I say, in-demand toys right now have them at $4.99 each, not Spawn. But if you, I'll put the link in the description there. Oh, thingies have fallen off there. I will put the link in the description so you can grab them yourself. But yeah, I would heartily recommend getting these guys. I mean, they're fun little robots, and they just look cool, There we are. They look really cool. I'll bring in this guy as well, just to put the trio together. So yeah, so that's me. That's Magenous and Nucleus, and Boulder Crash just for shits and giggles. I've been Soundwave SG1. If you like what I do, please tell YouTube that you like my content by subscribing and hitting that notification bell to tell me when I've got new videos out, and give the video a big thumbs up as well while you're at it. And if you're positioned to help out the channel, please check out my Patreon. I've got some cool rewards over there as well. And join me every Thursday and Saturday where I'll be bringing you more reviews. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.